Zimmerstein here.
So this is one of the six Schubler
Six
chorales.
Schublers, yeah. Before.
What's the name all about?
So
Schubler chorales.
there are 6 chorales. I've got an independent research topic on this in my degree.
So you know all about it.
Well, don't test me. Anyway,
No, Schubler was a friend
he
of
was
a student of Bach's.
and he was a publisher.
He was a publisher, and
So-
very little of Bach's music got published during his lifetime. But he decided that he should, Bach should publish these. They were, most of them, or nearly all of them, as far as we know, cantata movements, which must have been very popular in Bach's time. And just the same as we keep hearing Jesus, joy of man's desiring, and sheep may safely graze, they thought that they would sell well, and he selected 6 cantata movements and turned them into organ chorales. Now,
It's interesting, sadly, that one of them was lost as well. For was it
the
Verso
cantata for one of them,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Well, a lot of Bach cantatas got lost because they were not published. I think they found a whole lot of music of Bach's in a butcher shop to wrap up meat. I understand, yeah. So, now, where does the text come from?
So it comes from the Magnificat, the German
It's the
setting of Magnificat.
My soul doth magnify the Lord, and my
yeah.
spirit rejoices.
And the melody throughout is the ninth psalm tune, the Turnus Peregrinus.
Yeah.
Yep.
It comes from originally from plain chant. Bach turned it to a hymn, and here it is. Okay, good. And the slurs in here are original slurs, so
yes.
Bach put them in.
Yep.
They are not editorial.
Mm-hmm.
So is the instruction to play on 2 manims.
Yes.
That's also.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, off we go. Do we want this? You want the tremulant on?
I didn't have the tremulant before. Pardon. Oh yes.
We put our foot in the wrong place.
Right. Thank you.
That's all right.
You do. It's a 16. I was discussing that with Brendan before because I would generally go for an 8
Yeah,
just for a
but
little
can
bit more
you
clarity.
couple?
But it's
Yeah, because sometimes you can barely make out what it is. I would couple it
Right.
to the Gedacht, unless we run into problems with notes that are needed on the manuals as well. No, look, I don't have a lot to say.
Sure.
I think you need to be careful that you keep this articulation which Bach sets right throughout the piece. And I think I heard that you didn't play these exactly the same as those.
No, I didn't.
Because they shouldn't be, but it's not always clear.
Sure.
Okay. Now, when you come
I
to
think having an 8-foot will give some more clarity on that too.
yeah, and when it comes to these, don't slur right up to here. That's where Bach's slur finishes.
Yeah.
Not there. Let's get from the beginning. And
Play
let's
more like a
try
string
with-
player.
Let's try with the coupler on.
Oops. Sorry,
It's going
that's
to
my
be
foot.
much better.
There.
Da, 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 da. Yes. Da, 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 that first note of the countess.
So take out the modens?
No, well, I don't think we need one there anyway, but you know, people are entitled to put ornaments. Whoever suggested this made a very good suggestion. See that pencil mark?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Take with the left hand.
Yeah, and you might
Do likewise there.
might do the same thing there, and you won't have a mad scramble.
Good thinking.
But it may mean that you have to skip your drill.
Yeah. I think that was a consideration as to why that fingering was chosen, but yeah.
So let's go back to here, and this time you can take your time going to the other.
It certainly would lead nicely into that phrase then.
Well, I have no issue with how you did it.
Okay.
That was nice, but it just sounded panicky the way you
It
got
felt
to
it.
the other man. Off we go.
Yeah, sorry.
Give it a go.
Oh.
That's it. Good. And the
I didn't think about
pedal
that.
has come to a stop, so we need a big break before
Yep.
it starts the next section. They interlock. The right hand has already started the chorale, the pedal's finishing off, then breathes and does the next phrase.
Let's
You might as well practice it
try
once
that
more.
from there, yeah. Pardon my alto clef reading skills. Oh.
You'll get used to it. Da, da, da.
Sorry about that. That was
Just to make
rather
sure you have the
dismal.
right notes. Just do a little bit of
Yeah.
that. Now, I am sure, and I don't quite know what the source is, but Anton Heide believed that this note was wrong and should be
Interesting.
that. So play
Sure.
an F instead of a G.
Interesting, that would actually, yeah, bring that
Try
phrase.
that out.
Sure. So,
Take your time. Yes. Yeah. it's a new start.
Sure. Let's go from. So let's go from there. Oh, sorry.
Can you start a little bit earlier? Maybe
Yeah,
if you
let's-
start there.
Oh, I was starting
Or
there.
there, yeah.
That's where I was. Sorry.
To the text
Sorry,
of the
it's still
cantata, and I haven't got that at my fingertips, but the new text starts here.
Huh. That's BWV
So
10,
you
the fifth
need
movement.
to try and make this a final note, take a break, and then keep going. And from then on, it is 2 notes. You see that?
Yep.
So any of it there.
I think I can support that phrase a little more as I drive back towards.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know, what do you think?
I don't quite know what you mean by supporting.
Oh, I felt like I was taking it bar by bar instead of sort of full
Well,
bar.
it's a sequence of things. It
Okay.
needs to flow. Yeah.
Yep. Where do you want to go from?
Well, just before that. entry.
Sure. I'll just put that in, so I will not miss that then.
As long as you don't take the alto off.
Yes. Yep. Would you make any moment of that?
Oh, not more than you're doing.
Okay, sure.
Because you know, this is the end of the piece. That's all postlude. So you could wait a bit longer before you come with that entry.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is actually, I think, the place where you lose a little bit of that entry because we're using a coupler.
Good point.
But it's more important to have a clear pedal than to have that full effect. Just make sure you treat this like a last note and then start again. Because this D will, while you're holding these Ds, will be weaker.
Do you see this as a continuation here of this sort of... No.
This is like
It's a separate...
in a Vivaldi concerto where you just go back, round it off, going back to the first phrase. So let's lead into this once more and that'll be enough. These are little psi motives. So, you know, Mary's joy is tempered. It's not a series of them, but ta is a sine motive. So this is a calm, a serene, ecstatic joy, but not, jubilant. It's introspective. Okay, excellent.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Really appreciate it.